Hey, surprise! I bet you thought I wasn't coming. Well, I made it. I'm going to do something. Yeah, it's too bright. I got to find a happy medium with my lighting. I still have the plaque, and I still want to show that off, but that makes the blue anyway. You don't care. How you doing, Diego? Thanks for being here. Deborah's here. Deborah is a superstar. We all know, love, and trust Deborah. I'm going to do something else. See what you think about that. Hey, look at that. Some color on my face. Hello from Chile, or Chile, as some of us say. Alonzo. Steve, good to see you. Look, Steve's got the thing in the plan. He says the sound is good on his very first comment. I appreciate that. Does the bear over your shoulder have a feather boa? Well, it's a leafy boa. It's just a plastic plant. But thanks, Deborah, for asking. I don't even have a name for that bear, but it's been with me for, I hate to say, 30. I've been married 28 years. I got that bear when I was dating the previous young lady. So 30, 35 years. Ring the bell for the end of daylight savings time. Well, it's actually just starting here, Steve. But you're going to switch, doesn't it? Anyway. 9 p.m. here instead of 10 p.m. Good to see you, Steve. Thanks for being here. Name it Wilco, Alonso says. Looks like the Coca-Cola bear, Deborah says. Yes, kind of sort of does. Well, didn't mean to try to knock that over. It's probably dusty. Cute little bear, isn't it? What's in the box above the bear? Well, actually, that is a box from my mastermind. Not mine, but a mastermind that I am in. They sent me a surprise package. Interestingly enough, the branding on the box now has to change because somebody filed or asked them. There's a trademarking issue. The group that the mastermind from Paul Pruitt is got to change its name. So they just sent this box with some goodies in it, some pens, some stuff as part of the mastermind, and now they got to change all the branding. So that's an interesting question. Thanks, Steve. Plastic plants are the kind I can keep alive, Deborah says. Hi, Jeff. Today's Q&A day, question and answer day, and I am potentially going to apologize because I am a little bit behind. Hi, Clive. See if there's anybody I missed. Steve from Thailand, of course. Troy said hello, so I combined Troy and hello into Tro. Kamala's here. Gosh, Vice President of the United States here? Kamala? Great to have you. Federico, ciao, Mitch. I need help with my campaign. Okay, you got a link for your campaign? Whatever in format it is in. Lenny says, send me a box. Lenny? Yeah, well, you should get Wilco to send you a box. Kamala, yes. Vice President of the United States is from Malaysia. Nice. That's a joke. Federico, let's see your campaign. We need to do a campaign review. I have one campaign that we can look at. We can go dive into some others if you would like. First thing up is questions. Questions. I have some questions pre-selected from the UpViral group, and now I got an itch. So we can go some of those. Lenny, bless you, Lenny. Lenny is one of my masterminds, so I do have a mastermind to share information about viral traffic and stuff. Ron says, I have a campaign for you to review. Okay, Ron, let's go to it. Send me the URL. Go to your promote tab inside of UpViral and send me the URL, and I will do a review. Kamala says, I am new and I will run the campaign soon. Good. Let us know how that goes. The UpViral group is a great place to ask for feedback. I tend to get a little brutal sometimes with my feedback, but the whole goal is to get you a better performing campaign. Stephen, great. A question. Yay, Stephen. Oh, Diego says, I sent a question for the submit form. It'd be easier, Diego, if you just go ahead and repost it here, because I would have to switch over to Google Chrome and go look for that question. Hello, Natalie. Campaign is driving conversions, but not referral leads. We can talk about that. Diego posted the question. All right, so let me go back to Steven's thing before I get lost. I had a giveaway idea, a camera via Amazon as a prize for a photo competition, the subject being my niche. And I can use the pictures as part of the entry conditions. All right, good question. Unfortunately, I'm pausing. So there's a way you can do it, kind of, sort of, but it can't. Let me just say it this way. UpViral is not designed for potentially what I think you might be doing, and that is okay, let's put it this way. Photos uploaded somewhere and people vote on them. That's a possibility of what I think you might be doing. But that's not, a voting competition isn't something that is easily accomplished inside of UpViral itself. There are ways that you could do that, but UpViral is not designed for a voting process. Again, there are ways that you could potentially do some of that, but you might have to go look at a different tool if you want to do a photo voting competition. Okay, let me know if that makes sense or if you have questions about that. So I'm going to unmark that as a question because, oh, there's Ron's campaign. All right, I'm going to open that. I'm going to open that, and we'll look at that in just a few minutes. Branson, oh, I'm near Branson. Diego's question. The other day I saw a video where the person explained a contest. He did a nice job of showing how social sharing works. Somebody other than me? Wait a minute, time out. Who is that? Where did you see it? I can't find that video now, and it's driving me nuts. Okay, see, I should have read farther. Do you have any experience or ideas about using video to promote a giveaway? There are lots of people that have created things like, well, I'll even give you an example. Hadn't thought about this one in a while. My friend, why am I going to have trouble pulling his name out of my brain? It's on the tip of my tongue. My friend wanted to celebrate having 500,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. So he did a big promotion on his YouTube channel. And as part of that, he shared a link to an UpViral campaign. going to drive me crazy now what his name is. But he did that and gave everybody the link of the UpViral campaign and asked them to share. In that campaign, we directed people back to subscribe to his channel to increase his subscriptions. We had them referring people, all kinds of stuff. So you can absolutely use a video as your primary driver. You can put in comments or not a description over in a YouTube channel to send people over. You can do it in Instagram. You can do it, although, you know, Instagram's got that funky little thing where you have to use your profile. Some of these words are just not coming to my brain today. So does that make sense, Diego? Yes. And yes, you can create your own video, and I would recommend that you do your own video, potentially to promote the campaign and to ask people to share. So what I would typically do is to not put it on the landing page, but put it on the sharing page, because that's where they kind of need to understand. Once they've given up their email address, then you need to explain to them how to do the sharing and why it benefits them to do that. Because number one, people don't want to share because they want to be the only person in the prize pool, and therefore inviting others is not natural to them. Roberto, can I submit my giveaway to get your feedback? Absolutely. We can do this as a review day if that's what you want. Not a vote, random selection of qualified entries, Steven says. See, this is why I should read the comments as I'm answering. So, yeah, you can certainly send people the Bunky campaign. Dave, the Monkey guy, did a custom action. So you get people to enter to be able to win. And then for those people, you create a custom action to send them over to, in his case, he did it on Instagram, if I remember, or a page on his website. That's what it was. And on that page, he gave them instructions to submit their video or their photo of where they want their bunkie to go. And they got bonus points for doing that. So yes, you can absolutely do that, but that gives them extra chances to win whatever the prize is. Diego. All right, there's Roberto's thing. All right, so we got two of them. All right. So I am, why, oh, that, I'm going to get lost. I am going to get lost. I have too many windows open. Let me close that. Let me stop that. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if I have my audio settings set up that way. All right, so over here in Chrome, I got too many windows open. There's the Branson one. I'll put that over there. And then we have that one. I've just made too many windows is the problem. And now I can't find you guys. Where are you? Close that. There's Webinar Jam. See, I'm going to close that, and I'm going to come back here. I'll make it easier on myself, and I'm going to open it in a new window instead. All right, so move that over here. This is what happens when you have too many windows. Steven's question, which he asked in the UpViral group, what's your favorite template? My tongue is dry. My tongue is dry. Pardon me. And Jean says, hola. Hello. Jean, good to see you. My friend Jean. Jean, the dancing machine. Natalie, oh, great comment. Great comment. I am seeing so many contests right now, and they do not use referrals like UpViral. What? That's shocking. Somebody finished. That makes me confused, perplexed. Why are they wasting opportunities? I think I'm going to tell them. Yes, I have a story about that. It is hard. And let me stop telling stories someday. It is hard to look at some people's campaigns, and I know it's very popular, like in the crafting niche. I have a friend that's got a membership in the crafting niche, and she had me on as a guest on her show for her group. And the common way of doing contests or giveaways is to just do like a Facebook, hey, like this post, and whoever has the most comments and all that kind of stuff. And you have to be careful about Facebook rules and stuff. But there is absolutely no incentive. And this is why Mitch has this new opportunity, why I've renamed myself the Viral Traffic Guy. And by the way, I don't really need it. I have my headphones on, but it's mostly to block sounds around the house and stuff. But I just pulled the cord out, and I still can't hear anything because there's nothing going on. Anyway, but they're missing the opportunity. And by the way, I have my shirt on. I got 250,000 leads with UpViral. This is the shirt they sent me a couple of months ago. And the plaque, which of course is not highlighted, which is why I had the light on earlier, but then that washes out the colors. So anyway, who cares? All right, now we got 3 things to review. Please don't stop the stories, Natalie says. So the other thing, and this is why I called myself the Viral Traffic Guy, because this is the hidden, the joy of UpViral, and that is people don't know they can ask people to share. And by asking them to share and refer others, that helps, right? It helps float all boats in a rising tide, as the saying goes. Ian's here. Hey, Ian, good to see you. So the quick story. I saw a contest, did not know the gentleman. His name's Ken. Did not know the gentleman, and it was, shall I say, I'll say it, it was horrific. His design was terrible. And I don't mean page layout, I mean the process. So what he was doing was a challenge, and the only place he mentioned the contest, was in the email that came after you joined. And then he had a special page that you went to re-sign up. He had to sign up again to get to the sharing page for UpViral. And I actually sent him an email, and I was like, Ken, this is terrible. And I showed him, I actually kind of rebuilt the process flow, and I showed him how he should do it better. And he and I have actually become friends, although I've ignored him for the last month, and I need to go back and talk to Ken. But talking to people helps. And what you also have to do is to be kind about it. I was a little blunt with Ken, but Ken tends to like blunt, so it turned out it worked well. And that's the other thing. Excuse me. I mentioned this last week or a week ago or wherever it was. In that, did you ever have that thing where you think of something, and as you're describing what you're going to say, that completely leaves your brain? Whew. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, talk to your top 10 people in your contest. Send them emails and find out where, or get them on a Zoom call or something. Find out where they're sharing. I have somebody that's in my mastermind that's running a campaign right now, and the top 4 people have brought in almost 50% of all the leads. Yeah. crazy. Go talk to those people. They can provide you lots of information. All right. Dan's question, just asked the question, and then I'm going to get to some reviews. So I want to get the questions. Hey, Mitch and company, I'm launching a footwear and clothing brand. I have 11,000 pair of branded shoes in stock. I could give some of them away. I'm stuck on learning UpViral to launch my brand. Great, Dan. This is a great way to use UpViral. Giving away some of the product is awesome. There's some great questions coming in. Tell me, Dan, how it says you said you're stuck on learning UpViral. What part are you stuck on? And have you been coming to the co-pilot shows? Robert asked a minute ago, I'm getting ready to launch something big. Are these weekly trainings, interviews available for review for catching up? Yes. Now, the bottom part of his question was also with Connectio. I don't deal with Connectio. We're not talking about Connectio or Connect.io. Wilco's got a separate channel for that. We're here to talk about UpViral. And the co-pilot shows are all recorded, and they are in your UpViral Learning Center. They're in the YouTube group. They're in the YouTube channel. Deborah usually pops in with this set of links. And they are in the UpViral Facebook group in the unit section, which is now called Guides instead of Units. Natalie asks, is there a viral challenge that helped me out? Is there a viral challenge running right now? No, there is not. I don't know if they plan to do that. And I would have done the challenge differently, and I've told them about that. Whole other topic. Natalie, if you or if anybody wants to, I am planning on doing a similar challenge coming up in the near future, so pay attention to me. There's Deborah with the co-pilot replays. Thank you, Deborah. Lots of links there. Dan says, no, I'm just beginning to attend the co-pilot shows. Every Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel. That's from an old TV show, if you don't know the reference. Deborah says, go get this course for Mitch. Oh, he won't mention it, but I can. So there is a course that I have, which I'm not supposed to promote, so I'm not going to tell you how to go get it, but it is on planning, how you, what you should think about when you're planning your UpViral campaign. And that's not something that I think, well, I don't know all of the Wilco courses, but Brenda's question. What types of prizes will generally motivate you other than cash? I would never advise, I shouldn't say never, 99% of the time I would not advise doing cash. The idea of the offer, Brenda, is to find something that will attract your perfect avatar. The perfect person that wants the thing that you offer. Offering cash is not a good idea. And even if we're talking about cash, Brenda said, I don't have $1,000 to offer. Girl, I have seen people do crazy campaigns with a $50 Amazon gift card. Again, not that that's the right thing. You do not have to offer $1,000 prizes. I'll tell the story again. My good friend Bradley, almost couldn't come up with his name, did several campaigns with an outdoor survival niche, the preppers that the world's going to end. They did a whole bunch of different campaigns, and they finally found that the $97 halogen kick-ass floodlight, flashlight was the thing that attracted their best avatar. This is a marathon. This is not a short little sprint where you do one campaign and you solve all your problems. You're going to have to try multiple things, go down the path of trying multiple campaigns. You're not going to, you could find the ultimate offer the first time. And there are some case studies in the UpViral group or in the UpViral case studies channel. If you just go to upviral.com, you can find it right there in the menus. There have been people that have had huge success on their very first campaign, but I can guarantee you that just about every one of those people already knew how to do marketing. And they had an idea of what the perfect prize offer was for their market to attract their people. That's the hard part. Jonathan asked earlier, could you use UpViral for a webinar? Absolutely, positively. And in fact, when I get ready to do my webinar / challenge / whatever, I will be doing that. There is an UpViral Copilot show from way back in June, I think, from last year, where I talked about the 7 different ways of using UpViral. Now, there's really more than that, but there are 7 primary ways, especially Wilco likes to talk about them. But you can absolutely do a viral boost, so kind of the new word I'm using, to slap it on. That's not the right word either, but you can add a viral boost just about to any kind of marketing, right? So the idea is that you want to encourage people to share with others. Now, this is, if you know Ryan Levesque, he's got a program that he calls Ask. And I'm not trying to steal that word, but that's the ultimate word that describes what we're doing that's different, right? You can do a marketing campaign that pay $10,000 to Facebook to bring you leads. All day long, you can do traditional marketing tactics. But what people don't realize they can do is after Betty signs up for your offer, you can ask her to share the offer with others. And you do that by incentivizing Betty with an ethical bribe of some kind to share it, to show to her how it benefits her to share the offer. So you give her something to reward her. Wilco loves the Dropbox example. Dropbox, sign up, you get 1 gigabyte free, and they tell you, hey, if you invite somebody else, we'll give them 1 gigabyte, we'll give you 1 gigabyte extra. So now you have 2. That's an ethical bribe. You are being offered something as an incentive to share with others. That's what we're doing here. You don't have to use UpViral. Shh, don't tell Wilco I said that. But you can just simply ask in an email and say, hey, if you share this with somebody, could you share with other people? And if you do, I'll give you this bonus thing, right? The joy of UpViral is that it gives you all of these tools and capabilities to enhance the ask. That's what we're doing here, is we're enhancing the ask. But you break it down to, that's it. You're asking people to help you build your business by referring others. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so yes, Jonathan, yes, you can do it as a webinar. So the idea here, the quick is, you tell people on the landing page you're going to do a webinar. Maybe you say you're going to do a giveaway at the same time. You don't have to necessarily do that. But on the sharing page, you say, thanks for coming in, Betty. If you invite 3 others, I'm going to give you this bonus $47 value course. Nobody else has access to this right now, but you can get it simply by inviting 3 others to sign up for the webinar. That's the ask. And the, come on, brain, ethical bribe. Why can I not come up with that word again? I've already used it 5 times today. All right, so Dan, we answered your question, Jonathan. Could you use it for a webinar? We did that. Brenda, we did that. Yes, and Lenny said, you just ask, where did they share? Simple. Very simple thing to do. Thank you, Deborah, for your kind words. Anybody having trouble with connection, or is it just me? I don't know, Gene. I always had trouble with your connection. Gene's a client of mine, and he has been very helpful. Natalie says, I used UpViral for my webinar. Results are better than I expected. Woohoo! Ring the bell. Way to go, Natalie. And look at that. Deborah brings in 7 ways in which you can use UpViral. She gave you the freaking link. Thank you, Deborah. You're awesome. Brenda, thank you. One more question. How can you put together an UpViral campaign without it going live? You can't. I haven't done a live campaign, and yet I have 6 leads. I don't have it completed yet, nor do I have the right date down. Is there a way to construct it without finding the world finding it before it goes live? No. It's something UpViral is aware of. It is something that UpViral is intending to add, I believe. I have not seen it happen yet, but Mark and I have talked about the ability to turn it on and have it in testing mode before you turn it on, but that's not there right now. Now, theoretically, I mean, I have run several 100 or more campaigns and never had anybody sign up beforehand because I didn't share the link anywhere. The fragile thing about testing is if you are testing and say, for example, you go to the Facebook share and you say, well, I want to test to see if that worked. If you share it publicly, it's out there for the world. If you ask somebody else to help you test and they do that, then it's out there for the world and it's working. There's nothing you can do about that once it's kind of sort of launched. In fact, one of the case studies that UpViral has, and I won't mention the name, was doing a quote unquote test, and he said he was going to turn it off after 1,000 leads. And he ended up getting a whole bunch more than that because it went viral. And so he left it open. It was one of the ugliest campaigns I ever saw, design-wise. But the offer was so good, people shared it like crazy. And he couldn't stop it until he ran out of things to give away. Interesting story. Templates. Stephen still wants to know templates. Thank you, Stephen, for the reminder. I'm going to mark that as a question. Lenny says, we need to use Zoom. This platform is painful to use. If I comment, I lose the chat feed. That shouldn't be true. Lenny, I would rather use a different platform, but this is what UpViral gave me. Jonathan asked Natalie what she used for her webinar as an offer. Hell yeah, I form a beta group for testing. There you go. Brenda said, I haven't tested that campaign yet. I don't know how somebody's gotten the link, but if those are valid links, valid leads, leave them there. You're okay. Ask the beta group to share with others that I know. One of the things that you can do is you instruct people, like if they want to share on Facebook, to flip the switch that says share with only me on the privacy settings on their Facebook. But once they post it, if they post it out on their timeline, it's open. There isn't anything you can do about it other than to instruct your beta testers, as Hallie is talking about, instruct them to understand that they should not share the link anywhere because you're just testing. You're not ready yet. Natalie's answer was, I have an ebook on a related subject. So she boosted the webinar with an ebook offer for referrals. I think that's all of the questions except for Steven's templates question. Let me scroll back a little bit. Federico, favorite templates in the new page builder. All right. See, I'm already starting to lose comments off the bottom. You guys are awesome for commenting. Sometimes that makes them fall off the bottom, but I think I have the 3 different campaigns open. Let me just open this one just to make sure. A new window, Federico. Well, I don't have that one open. All right, so I've got 3 campaigns to get through. Any other questions before I jump into that? Deborah followed up with this. Mitch, is it easier or possible to keep it private while testing if you use a custom domain? No. So you can hide it behind a password. If you're using your own page builder, you could theoretically, like if you're on WordPress, put it behind a password. But if people share it, it's going to be out there in the world. Could stay on the page and that it's in. Oh, you could say on the page that it's in test and a bookmark and come back later. Yes, that's an option. I think I've got all those. All right, Obed, quick question. I'm looking to promote UpViral as an affiliate. Good idea. What's the average amount of time clients stay with UpViral? I don't know. It depends. Is my favorite answer. I don't have that information from UpViral, and they would not likely give that out to anybody because that's kind of proprietary kind of stuff. And so yeah, I shouldn't try to read messages. I'm always worried that somebody is going to be asking me a question or the UpViral team slapping me for saying something. 1 year on the annual plan, Ben says, I would love to see everybody buy a 1 year plan for all of the people that sign up for my affiliate link. Yeah. That's what I would like. All right. So let's do a quickie and I'll continue to watch for comments. I'm going to put y'all over on the other page here and I am going to share my desktop. And see how well this works. Come on, share. Why is that not sharing? Do I have to click the share button? All right. I'm going to turn that off so I can see what's going on. Lenny said, help them stay with UpViral, win-win. Yes, by the way, my Obed on I'm going to say this, but I'm not trying to promote anybody to buy UpViral through my affiliate link. I'm just giving Obed an idea. If you go to buyupviral.com, you can see what I'm doing. I am offering bonuses if people buy through my affiliate link. So that's another way of increasing, like Lenny just said, help them stay with UpViral, and that's a win-win. If you can give them some training, for example. Tony said, I hope UpViral would eventually do tracking for referrals. That would be sweet. There have been all kinds of begging requests for that, and I can't wait for them to do something. Right now, they are swamped with making sure the new editor works. So, uh-oh. Do you guys still see me? Ba, 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 ba. Am I still here? Okay, good golly. I apologize. I accidentally went to another link on the page. Sorry, that was a mistake. I thought I was on this screen and my cursor was over on that screen. Whew. Now I've lost all the chat, so if you guys said something nice about me while I was gone, I don't get to see it. But all right, so let me go back to sharing my screen so you won't see me blushing anymore. Lenny says, hey guys, here's an idea. Throw the link on the group for features you want voted on. Actually, Lenny, what I'm going to do, by the way, in the chat, I'm going to put in the feature request link. I think it would get some visibility on the UpViral group if you did that. Yes, Lenny, thank you for that idea. But it also will help if you go create new features and get people to vote for it by posting it on the UpViral group. I agree. Lenny says, now you feel my pain with this platform. All right, so let's look at, I believe this is Federico's. Good thing I had those links before I made that boo-boo. Discover this top strategies used by seven-figure internet. Slip of the tongue. Now, this is something we've looked at before. Maybe it was on a viral challenge. Contests for internet marketers. I also don't have my cursor turned on so that you can see my cursor, right? You guys can see that circle. Contests for newbie and internet marketers. So you're identifying who the people are. That's good. If people aren't in that niche, they theoretically should disappear. Free book, top strategies for building your online business. This is one of the old templates, by the way. Sign up and immediately. I don't think you need to say sign up and immediately, but I could be wrong. And that's where split testing will help you out. Sign up and immediately a free book for you. The phrasing of that is awkward in English. Yes, it's English, Mitch. Immediately receive a free book for you. I think that's a little awkward, but top strategies for building your online business in 2021. You don't need the word "the" there. Discover the exact formula we use to make my first dollar with our online business. My simple strategy to build an online business you will love. Don't need a space there. I will show you behind the scenes how I built a profitable business, and you can too. Enter your name and email and share with at least 4 friends to increase your chances to win. What am I going to win? You just told me I'm going to win something, but right now this looks like a lead magnet. You did say the word contest up here, so now I'm confused. This looks like a lead magnet so far. Tony asked, is this from the old templates? Yes, this is an old template. Steven says, thought, too many different fonts. I would agree with you there. This might look better in one of the newer templates. Because like this spacing looks really awkward in here. Increase your chances to win. You haven't told me what. Remove as many words as possible, Deborah says. Always use the and sign rather than spelling out the word and. It's faster, for example. Again, the biggest issue right now is I'm confused. This confuses me. This confuses me. I know you're trying to show proof, but I don't even know what you're doing yet. This is a contest. This looks like a lead magnet so far here to get a free ebook. And then you're saying chance to win something again, but you haven't told me what. Then you say share this giveaway to increase your odds. Why are you saying this here and now when they don't even know what it is yet? 2 special bonuses inside. Further info on the next page. Too much information here. And I told you this before, and you didn't listen to me, and I'm going to slap you about the face and head. Enter your details to get started. You don't need to say that. Everybody understands what this form is. That name up there is mine winning this contest before you. I have no clue what this is. I'm sorry, I'm lost again, Federico. Ends April 11th. Are you getting good signups for this? If you are, kudos to you, because I'm confused. What's the prize? And what am I winning? There is no indication up here what I'm winning. If there's a contest, tell people what the contest is. This, a free ebook, is not a contest. I'm sorry, but this is way too confusing. I have no idea what your offer is. None. Still says copyright 2018 down here. That makes me think it's old. Some people look at that. Terms and conditions. I'm going to click that. Free ebook. Top strategies plus 2 bonuses. Introduce your name into the email system. That's really long wording. Participate in an amazing contest where you will receive your personal link to share with your friends. I have no idea what the contest is. I am not signing up for this, Federico. I'm being belligerent about it because this is not clear at all. This also says January 17th. So you've used this campaign multiple times. Note, you will only earn additional entries once per service. And I understand, no, please don't take me wrong. But this is, I understand that you're probably not a native English speaker, and I'm abusing you for your words, but you need to hire a copywriter to help you with this or something, because this is too confusing. When you share to all the social sites, you should have 60 points, then share your personal link, and then you'll get 20 entries for people signing up for your link. Contest prizes, free book. This is not a contest if you're giving everybody a free book. But that's what the front page looked like. This contest will give you the opportunity to download a special free book. First award, free book, top strategies. All right. I'm going to be mean and cruel. There are several other campaigns I need to look at, so I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to tell you that I have no idea what your offer is. Is this a contest? If it's a contest, tell me immediately what the prize is. If this free book is the prize in a contest, anyway, I think it sounds absolutely mean, but I have no idea what your offer is. I have looked at this. This is the second time I've looked at it, and you've refined it some, but I come here and I have no idea what you are asking me, what you are offering me, and what the requirements are to get the thing that you're offering me. Is it a lead magnet? Is everybody get one? Is it a contest? It's not a, I don't think you understand the words. And Tony says, I think he's trying to use a hook for the sign up, and at the same time, he is trying to make it a contest. I think that's right, but it's not obvious. I have no clue what the real offer is here. I'm sorry, I just don't understand it. And if I don't understand it, I suspect that the vast majority of people that you are sending to this don't understand it either. And if they don't understand it, they're not going to sign up. Pardon me. So I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to put this over there. And I'm going to apologize because I don't remember. Oops. Put it on the right screen, Mitch. There it is. I don't remember whose campaign this was. Was this Roy's? I think this is Roy's. And now that I've lost my comments, I don't know. Thebestmedia.com, digital marketing solutions. Okay, this is, I'm guessing this is a logo. This is, in my opinion, not helping you because I'm trying to read this as if this is important because it's outlined. Oh, it's from Rob. Sorry. Not Rob, not Roy. Attention business owners and entrepreneurs. Frankly, I would, unless you are the most famous thing on the planet, I don't think a logo is a good way to start. Unless people recognize the logo, I would not put the logo on here. Attention business owners and entrepreneurs. Win 1,000 prepaid Visa for your business. Okay, you at least identified that it's not every consumer on the planet. Win $1,000 prepaid Visa for your business. Get a free $500 gift voucher for marketing just for entering. You're giving me $500 gift voucher for what? And yes, it's free to enter. Click this button to enter the contest now. Putting on my I don't know anything hat. You know a whole lot about this, Rob, but most people coming here don't. So what you have to do is put on your hat of people don't know anything when they hit the page. Now, you might be sending this to your list. You might be sending this to paid people on Facebook ads, but remember that the social sharing people will not know what this offer is except by reading the page. There will be cold traffic hitting this page. So you have at least identified business owners and entrepreneurs. Win $1,000 prepaid Visa for your business. Now everybody wants cash, but I would kind of sort of add a little pain point, a little reason. Maybe you're, hey, business owners who are struggling with income. I don't know. I don't even know what your business is yet, other than I can read the best media digital marketing solution. So you're trying to do marketing, I suspect. But offering $1,000 may not get you the right person. I'm not sure this is the right offer for your people yet. And Tony says, what is his target market? Is it for every business owner? Is there somebody that you're trying to niche this down to? I think is a better question, and I appreciate that, Tony. From the get-go, this feels way too wide, way too global, because as a business owner, yes, I want $1,000 prepaid Visa card. And as Deborah just said, $500 just for entering feels a bit sketchy. There must be a catch. Tell me what the problem the $500 will solve for me, and then I may enter. Deborah posted a headline. What would you do in your business with $1,000? Question mark. I think that's possibly a very good thing to try. It's free to enter plus you see this. It does say that you are giving a gift voucher for marketing. The problem is that I'm reading the comments too, by the way, and I'm getting distracted. I should not read the comments until I'm ready to say something. The question here of gift voucher for marketing is that I don't even know who you are. And if I don't know, like, and trust you already, $500 gift voucher for marketing, I'm not going to, that doesn't appeal to me because I don't know who you are. And I'm a business owner and I would love $500 of free marketing, but I have no idea what you do, what your offer is yet. I don't know anything about you other than your title says the best media digital marketing solutions. There's no examples of your work. There's no qualifications about what the $500 gift voucher is going to do. Are you going to build landing pages? Are you going to teach me how to do contests? I have no clue. And therefore, I am less likely to do this than you may want me to be. Also, be careful about the sizing, because notice that the Enter Now button is hidden. And again, you don't need your logo here. It's not doing anything for you. But be careful, because there's a button down here, and on my screen, I can't see it. I have to scroll to see that. So there's a potential problem right there. And resizing my screen isn't fixing that. I'm changing the size, the resolution of my monitor or of my page, and it's not being fixed. All right, you guys with me still? Now, Ron said, should the form not be on the page? Now, here's the deal. I'm going to make this a little tiny smaller. I get asked this question a lot. Recently, the new templates are built this way quite often. This is called, in marketing words, in website lingo, development lingo, and I apologize, I'm about to sneeze. So, you know how that goes. This, in marketing words, Ron. Now you guys are confusing me. All right. Where was it? Ron, should this not be on the page instead of requiring another click to even get to the form? I learned about this back in 2014 when I was at a Brendan Burchard convention. Anyway, this is called a micro commitment. If people click the button, if you convince them to click the button to enter the contest, they are 99% going to, sorry, I read the comments again. They are 99%, I don't know if that number is exact, but they are much more likely to put in their name and their email if they click the button. It's a micro commitment. It is a thing that triggers the brain to, yes, I'm going to fill out the form. So they will fill out the form more likely than if the form is just on the page. It is, I don't know the stats, but it is very likely. And if you look at ClickFunnels, if you look at lead pages, many of the pre-built forms that are used or created or pages by those tools have this micro commitment. It is a very common thing. I would have agreed with you, Ron, before I heard about this. And now I am excited that there are more of these templates in the UpViral world that let us do that. So, yeah. Kamala says, yes, it is true. Ben said micro commitment. Yes, 99% likely to fill out the form. Ben said, what are you listening to with your headphones? You got here late. I mentioned it earlier. I'm listening to nothing, but they are blocking out external sounds so that I don't get distracted. I wear them a lot. Usually I would have them on because Mark would be here or somebody else would be here as a guest, but I'm going to make myself bigger because it's all about me. in the chat. And Stylish Ben says, well, that's why I want the new Apple headphones. I want to get rid of this dang cord. Ron says, gotcha. I'm a developer, so I'm thinking of a UX, user experience perspective. Yeah, I agree. I hate more clicks. But the marketing world says this works. Earlier, let's see, where did Roberto go? Great feedback, Mitch, and everybody else. Thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually enter, because I want to see the sharing page. I am going to put in my name and my email. Did you guys know you could do this, by the way? If you have a Gmail account and you put plus after the first part of your Gmail account, and I could say Roberto, this is treated, you can do a filter inside of Gmail to only send emails that come from that Gmail address that includes the plus, Roberto. It's a common thing that many people are doing to filter, like let's say you sign up for somebody's email list and you want to see if they sell your name to one of these massive lists, and you can find out whether or not they are selling your email address by isolating it like this. But it still comes to your inbox. You still get to see it, and you can move those off to spam or unsubscribe or do whatever. And I see that there is a phone number on here, but I don't want to give you my phone number because I don't know what you're going to do with it. So I'm going to do enter now, and thankfully it wasn't required. I still don't think you need your logo. Thank you for entering. This is getting a little confusing with the background image. Invite others and share to increase your chances of winning that $1,000 prepaid Visa card. There is a TM Website Pro walkthrough. I don't know what this is. It's 4 minutes and 13 seconds. You've already lost me at the beginning. I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to sit here and watch it. The tip is most people will not watch Roberto says, that's a placeholder video and will be updated. Okay, good. But the key is that thing has to be specific about this campaign or people aren't going to watch it. And it better be short. Don't make it too long. Share your unique link below. Share more than once. The more you share, the more chances you have to win. Each friend signs up to maximize blah, blah, blah. All right. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, WhatsApp, Messenger, email. Those are all the UpViral ones. 5 points for each one of those. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, 10 points, Facebook, whatever. And then there's the copy button. Who's in the lead right now? Yay! I am. So what value is having a leaderboard on here if this is not a leaderboard campaign? Whoever has the most points wins. This is the first time you've mentioned that in all of this campaign. Now, if I had known that on the first page, I would not enter, and I will tell you that most points campaigns, if that's the only option, then most people are going to be really irritated. Hi, Paul. If you didn't know, Paul, in the U.S., the time changed, so you're an hour late. We've been at this for an hour. If you're going to do a leaderboard campaign, you better be ready for a whole bunch of people to be really kind of mad and not try to promote it, because 90% of the people don't think they can win a most points campaign. And especially if you tell them after they've registered that that's the only way they can win. Johan says, I'm late too. Sorry, guys. Ian says, can you check my campaign? That's the wrong link. I need the promote link, Ian. I can't. If I click on your link, I'll show you what happens. And so many people do this. They send me their campaign link and it takes me to the login, and I do not have access to your campaign. You have to send me the promote thing. Oops. Now I've blown it. You guys go back over there. So I don't advise most points unless it's a combination, like there's multiple people. Winner be announced January 10th, 2021. Obviously, this has not been fixed. The more chances you share, reminder to get your free from the blue link above. We want to know how is 2020 free couch. All right. So that takes me over to your place. So now I got to fill out a form. All right. So let's move on to the last one. I'm going to take this one. Well, not the last one, because Ian wants me to look at his, but he didn't give me the right link yet. And by the way, I'm going to show you this. I have not. This is a Nick Groff campaign. So it's built in ClickFunnels with a widget. I want you to see this because there are some people who have asked me how many social share or custom actions is too many. Now, Nick Groff is a big music guy, big name music guy. I don't know him, but I don't know him. Sorry, Johan. He says, I've never missed a show so far. Way to go, Johan. Ring the bell. So I want you to look at this. This is off topic, but for those of you who have asked how many buttons is too many buttons, 110 days left, 2,000 points I have. Natalie, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Okay, how many? I'll do this. I'm going to do a quick question. I'm going to tell you that there are lots of custom actions in this campaign. Before I scroll down, you guys give me a guess as to how many you think are on this campaign. This is not the landing page. This is the sharing page because I already signed up for it. Because this is the widget. See, it says I've got how many points I have. This is the first step. Watch this video. Second step, take action. How many custom actions do you think are on this? I'll stop right here because these are the top buttons that you usually get. Steve says 19. Good guess. Thank you, Steve. Come on, give me some more guesses. How many buttons do you think this Nick Groff campaign has? I'll tell you that Steve is low. Yes, Stephen, these are recorded. Deborah has the links. Federico says 1. Kamala says 15. I just told you Steve is low at 19. Tony says 30. Getting closer. 35, Obed says. I counted these the other day, so I know. All right. Federico says 5. So I'm going to scroll down. So after the email one, right? So the top 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on a page. Kamala upped hers to 33. Ian says 50. Larry says 43. All right, so there's 14 on a page. So that's 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, On the fourth page, so 3 times 14 is 45-ish, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 52. No, Ian was close. Got 50. How amazing is that? And interestingly enough, we do get to see where Mitch is on the leaderboard at position number 2294 with 2,000 points. Now, I wish there was a button that said, take me to the top. But there isn't. So it would take me forever to scroll to the top because I want to see who the top person is, but I'm only on 2221, so that ain't going to happen. But 50 something, 54, I counted 60 the other day, but I think that was because I was counting these original buttons, which 54 would get me to 60. 60 was the number I had in my head. But look at these points. VIP bonus points. House autograph bundle. So what I'm going to do just for fun, I'm going to post my referral link in here if you guys want to go see this campaign. If you're watching later, you could type that in, or you could just go to nickgroffgiveaway2021.com and just take an idea of some of the different functions you can use custom actions for. New trivia. What is Nick's middle name? Take a selfie next to Nick on TV and post your favorite episode. Bonus points. New. Bonus points. Autograph bundle. VIP. Pre-order NG autograph bundle. Like the Hinsdale House Facebook page. Create a video review. Like G Crew on Facebook. Comment, Nick, I love you on the Deathwalker trailer. Tony wants to know, is that too many? Tony, this guy is getting thousands upon thousands of people registering for this campaign. I'm at position 2200, and I have clicked on a couple of these and gotten some points just to see how it worked. If you want some ideas on what you can do for custom actions, this baby is it. And he is doing things like you go buy this thing. Cuffed beanie, Groff t-shirt, jersey tee, photograph tee, personal sticker, Hinsdale House siding. I don't know what that means. Artifacts collection. So has he taken the siding off of his house? Is that what that is? I'm going to click on this one. Purchase the item to obtain points. So I'm going to click this. Look at that. So he's ripped the siding off of his house. Isn't that bizarre? $100 for a piece of siding off of his house. I mean, how amazing is that? Steve, I posted that just a second ago for my referral link so I can get some points. I don't care. I don't want to win this, obviously. But so you want to see the landing page. All right, I'll do that. We can post in my URL and see the landing page because I opened this in an incognito window. Now here's a little trick for you. Kamala says I signed up. And thank you, Deborah, for posting the link again. Here's a little trick for you that I do in contests. If I go watch this actually over on Vimeo, I believe I can get to Vimeo, or is this... Have they turned that off? I'll be darned. So I thought I could play this. Can't I click on? I can't click on that, but if I go, doesn't this take me over to Vimeo? He's made it private. Okay. So that's the deal. It's a private window on Vimeo. I was hoping I could go see. With YouTube, you can see the number of hits on that, so you can see how many people actually watch the video. But I can't seem to get to that link. It must be a private. And I can't click here to get it either, which is where I expected. Anyway, this is a really well-built page. Enter to win a one-on-one investigation with Nick and crew. Oh, I guess it's not his house. I don't know. I don't know this guy. I thought he was a musician. Maybe he's into paranormal stuff. I don't know. The famous Hinsdale house with all expenses paid, trip included, dinner with Nick and cash, $15,000 value. If we use ClickFunnels, we won't see the Vimeo, right? Yeah, you can see this. Tony, yes, is using the contest in UpViral. I just showed you the UpViral widget. Yes. He looks like a ghost hunter to me. I'm going to close this. I almost closed the wrong window. Yes, this is an UpViral widget. I mentioned that earlier. If you weren't paying attention, shame on you. This is a ClickFunnels page, and this is the UpViral widget. This is an UpViral campaign. It even says UpViral.al. He didn't even use his own custom domain. Should come to me and pay me to help him build his campaign. But yes, this is an UpViral campaign inside of a ClickFunnels page with 60 frickin' custom actions. Kamala, I still don't think I understand the question. If we use ClickFunnels, we won't see the Vimeo, right? You can see the Vimeo. It's right there in ClickFunnels. It's protected, so I can't go see it over on Vimeo. Can only play it here, which is what I was trying to do to see how many clicks he had gotten. But it's here again, but I can't click it. It's on the sharing page. There's no link for me to go to watch that. So, oh, Tony says, I did hear you say it, but I wanted you to mention it just in case someone else didn't hear it. Good cover. Ha! Thanks, Tony. Yes, it is an UpViral campaign inside of a ClickFunnels page. All right, so I've gotten really distracted. So let me go back to the other window that I haven't done this review yet for whomever this was. By the way, I am in St. Louis, so Branson's just a short 4-hour drive for me. So let's play the trick. I don't know if this campaign has been shared anywhere before, but let's see how many people have clicked on the video. Oops. Dang it. Branson has 1,000 views, was uploaded on December 22nd. That's my little trick to go see how many people have watched a video. It's not a brilliant trick, but if you're running a campaign or if you're spying on somebody's campaign, it's nice to be able to see how many people actually watch the video. Typically, what I'm finding is very few people actually watch it. Now, if YouTube is not giving me the proper data, that's a whole nother story. All right. So let's look at this. One-time opportunity. Limited time to enter. The timers kick down. Win an 8-day, 7 nights at Palace View Heights Resort, plus a special bonus gift. Enter your information below for a chance to win this amazing offer. First name, last name, email, cell phone. You do have to be careful in that this kind of sort of feels like a timeshare listing. Just be careful of that. I think this is well built. I'm going to do something else, by the way. If you guys have not ever seen this, there's a plugin called Wapalizer. And Wapalizer analyzes what tools are used to build a particular page. Okay. And so in this particular case, for example, I can see that they're using Cloudflare, Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, Hotjar. You can usually see, for example, if they use ClickFunnels, that ClickFunnels is listed in this. UpViral is never listed, and I don't know if they have a way of submitting that so that maybe in the future we could have UpViral listed. But I was trying to see if this was an UpViral widget or whether they're using a different tool. It doesn't say ClickFunnels, so I don't see. Anyway, I'm poking around in here, and I'm sorry I don't remember whose campaign this was, because that was very early in the conversation. Anyway, if this were ClickFunnels, it would usually say. But Wapalizer is, and that's Wappallyzer. It's a free Chrome plugin. And so you can use that to try to analyze some stuff if you're curious about what somebody's using on a landing page. Okay? It's just helpful if you want to poke around. I don't see anything wrong other than enter your amazing, I'm sorry, I keep seeing that word. Enter your information below for a chance to win this amazing offer. Feels a little bit heavy on that. Ian said this is his. Okay. And look at that. Deborah's already got the Chrome plugin. So, Ian, is this your campaign? Or is it something you want to steal? You don't live by me. Luxury resort stay bonus gifting. I'm not quite sure I like that wording. Bonus gifting. I'm not sure what that means. Bonus prizes, bonus gifts. I don't know what the gifting means. Flexible dates, flexible travel. Oh, I'm getting really confused. Deborah says it's Ron's. Oh. Okay, Ron says we built the page and then send the information to the UpViral API. Ah, so this isn't any of this. That looks pretty cool. I want to go there. I want to ride those go-karts down a big hill and scare myself. All right. I think this page looks really nice. I'm not seeing anything that would stop me other than it does feel a little bit like Ron says enter and maybe you can. All right, so you say Ian. Oh, I'm getting lost. Ian. No, that is not what the promote page. The promote page has a link on it. The app.upviral.com is the UpViral internal page. What is the link on the promote page? Let me just go show you. UpViral. App.upviral.com. I'm sorry, we are an hour and 25 in. If any gotta leave, I understand. Ron's question is, why aren't we getting more referral leads? Okay, so if I go into this campaign, for example, which I am going to be promoting, where I have Canva social sharing templates. whole nother topic. I'm talking about this link that's right here in your campaign, Ian. That's the only one. I cannot take the link from up here because that's the internal link. I'm talking about this one right here. This is the only link I can use on this show. Kamala asked Ron if the video could be bigger. Sure, it could. Deborah says, it looks cool, but I think timeshare is a challenge to get referrals. You're butting up against the 90-minute perceived hard sell presentation requirement. I am just scrolling down because Ian says, yes, that's what I sent you. This does not have that link, Ian. This link would be an UpViral link or your custom domain link. I'm sorry, I'm arguing with you, but UpViral will never, in this promote share campaign link, will never have something that says app.upviral.com. If it does, show me a screen grab of your promote tab. There's no way it would say app.upviral.com. That's an internal campaign edit link. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of arguing with you, but you couldn't have sent me a link from down here. I've never ever seen it say app.upviral.com. What you sent before was a link that says, I'll copy it and I'll paste it. You sent me that link. That's an UpViral internal link. That's not this link right here. If it is, UpViral needs to be told about it and there's a problem. All right. So Ron sent this link. I'm going to bring it over and put it here. Congratulations, you're entered. So this is the second part of the campaign. Increase your chances of winning. Gain unlimited entries by referring friends. It may be a little hard to see inside of like a smartphone or something because of the way that image is. It's kind of, it may not be the best image for a background image is what I'm saying. I think it's pretty. It looks good on a widescreen, but it's still a little bit hard to read this. Now, with the new templates, by the way, you can put a background color, make this into like a block, and so that would hide the image behind it. You can also actually put a background color behind this text, so it's just frickin' easier to read. I can show you how to do that if you don't know how. Gain unlimited entries by referring friends. Each point you earn an additional chance to win the giveaway. You need a closing parenthesis there. Hooray, you have 66 entries. Refer your friend 1 week, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is really hard to read. I would do something about this. Increase your chance of winning. Click on the social media, each person you share, getting entries. You've borrowed my words. That's good. I see you've actually put words on your buttons. That's good. These are not earning me points, apparently. Or you've probably already earned the points is probably what it is, because you gave me your ULD. Enter to win. This is a good social sharing message. Kudos to you. Ring the bell. 1 week giveaway. Getaway to Branson worth $2,700. Enter to win. I like this. Giveaways.spinnaker Resorts, Branson Dream Getaway, Travel Later Getaway. Okay, that's all good. Good stuff. kudos on the good image. It's got people in it. They are enjoying themselves. They're on a boat. Get away to Branson. Branson has a great lake. I've been there. I got a whole nother story about that lake. It's very good messaging. It's just that some of these things are being hidden. Deborah suggested a shorter headline here. And there's one thing that you do need to pay attention to potentially in what you're doing on a social share page. And I haven't talked about it much, but if you're doing something like a one-click sign up, by the way, when you do a one-click sign up, you bypass the landing page, right? And so sometimes it is good to re-mention the big prize like this, right? Congratulations, you've entered to win a one-week Branson giveaway. Increase your chances of winning. I would separate those a little bit. But sometimes it's good to mention that, especially if you're using the one-click sign-up, where this is where people land in scenarios where they're bypassing the initial page. So that's potentially a good thing. And I think you're doing really well. Now, the key is, the original question Ron asked was, people aren't referring others. You're not incentivizing people enough to refer others. And I think Deborah is potentially right on. We still don't know whether or not this is sorry, I must be getting tired or something's going on. What was the word? Timeshare. It feels like a timeshare. If it's not a timeshare, maybe you should say it's not a timeshare, or some kind of words on the landing page to make me understand this is not a timeshare offer, because that was the first thing that I thought of. I think it's good to be cautious about that. Address the elephant in the room, so to speak. Now, a timeshare offer typically wouldn't be 8 days, 7 nights. From my past experience, it would be get 2 free nights or get a free weekend, right? Kind of thing, because you don't want to give a whole week. But I think it's just be careful. It is a timeshare offer and requires a 90-minute. So Ron says it's at the bottom of the page. I didn't read all of this, by the way. Oh, it's way down here. Attendance to a 90-minute vacation ownership presentation. All right. So I don't. This is tough. I think that's the big reason why you're not getting a whole lot of social sharing. Because I might want this, and I might be willing to go to a timeshare offer, but I most likely do not want to share with others, because I don't want to feel like I'm pushing somebody into something that they will not feel good about later. That's your biggest issue. There's no incentive for me, by the way. And yes, I know that this is an UpViral campaign, and the UpViral folks will tell you that I'm saying a lot today. That offering additional chances to win is very good, but is this really a contest, Ron? I mean, if it's a timeshare offer, doesn't everybody get it? I mean, am I really a quote unquote winner, or is everybody a winner? I'm built a little differently maybe than your target audience, because I want you to be upfront with me. If you want to maybe do, if everybody gets like a weekend, Ron says, yes, we are giving away 1 week, but is that different than everybody's offer? Okay, so everybody wins a 4-day, 3-night, not a week. Okay. I guess I'm different than what your marketing is doing, but I want you to tell me that. Frankly, I would prefer you be honest with me, and that is my upgrade. And say, look, everybody gets 3 nights, but if you want a full week, and here's better yet, Ron, if you want to appeal more to me, then tell me that the person that wins the full week doesn't have to sit through the promotion. It's just a freaking full week of vacation, and I don't have to suffer through that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say suffer. I don't have to go through the 90-minute promotional offer. Deborah said, yeah, it feels like a timeshare lead generation disguised as a contest. And it is. I think that's exactly what it is. And therefore, the reason people aren't sharing is because they're either seeing through it, or they're not even signing up in the first place because they don't. And Ron says, yes, it is a lead gen campaign. Absolutely. But your question, isn't that what UpViral is for? Is yes, absolutely, it is for that. But the elephant in the room that I mentioned before, to me, is that unfortunately, Ron, it's disguised as, I mean, again, to me, and this is Mitch, if you are upfront to people and say, look, we normally give 4 or 3-night stay, and yes, this is a timeshare offer, but we're going to boost the prize winner up to a full week and whatever else you want to add. UpViral is meant to incentivize people to share. And right now, the block that you have, Ron, is that people don't want to share this because it feels spammy. They won't share with their friends. They don't want to ruin their own reputation if it feels spammy to them. And that's what they're feeling. They're telling you they don't want to share this because it feels a little bit icky. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how it feels. Deborah says, like I always say, it's all about the offer. I think your offer isn't what people want, and they don't want to sit through a timeshare sales presentation. And they potentially, Ben says, they don't want a vacation right now. So what you're struggling against is that, yes, UpViral is designed to get people to share. It's designed to do the ask that I talked about before. But Wilco will tell you this till he's blue in the face. If they feel awkward about sharing, or if they feel uncomfortable about sharing, then they're not going to do it. We have to give them the right offer to incentivize them. The ethical bribe is not here, Ron. Just getting more chances to win where I have to sit through a 90-minute hard sell presentation is my assumption for a timeshare, then I'm sorry, but I'm never going to sign up for that. I'm never, ever going to share it with friends because I want them to feel good about what I'm offering to them. Deborah says, unfortunately, timeshare has a super bad reputation. I get calls every day offering me free vacations at timeshare resorts, and I've never accepted a single one. I haven't either. And so the difficulty here, Ron, and I appreciate you sticking through this and getting my opinion, but what you've got to do is you've got to super make it bigger offer for me to be even halfway interested. Because of that reputation, I don't want to be pitched something. I want a 1 week Branson getaway where you're not going to sell me a damn thing. Steve says this is an UpViral or a timeshare discussion. It is an UpViral offer. And Steve, it's a very valid discussion because Ron's problem is he's using the tool and he's not getting the kind of sharing that he needs, and we're trying to address that. Ron says, you may not be interested, but plenty of people are. Just trying to figure out how to up the sharing ratio. So for me, what you need to do is you've got to up the game in terms of the offer. So right now I can get 3 nights in Branson if I sit through your 90-minute pitch. You're offering basically 4 additional days if I pitch this at my friends. And I think what people are telling you is that they're not willing to do that. So I think you need to up the opportunity. Deborah says, what can Ron offer? How about the person with the most points gets not igloo. I don't know. Something. I want to say one of those coolers. There's new coolers. Offer some additional prizes or some way of incentivizing people to share. Because right now, this isn't enough, and they're telling you it's not enough. Deborah says most points gets their maintenance fees paid for a year. That's an offer that I'd be interested in. What if your offer is the first month of a music session membership? Oh, Ian, that's a different topic. Different topic. Eric, would you have to mention the timeshare presentation if you just used the vacation offer to collect email addresses for future marketing? Probably not. I don't know. That's an interesting question. But again, what the people are telling you, Ron, is that they are not willing to share. There is not enough incentive here to share. You've got to find something. I mean, another suggestion is to take the people who have signed up and ask them, what would it take to share this offer with somebody else? Deborah says, what about tickets to Branson shows? Yes, that's a good idea. What about, I don't know, not 2 weeks, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of ideas that you potentially could offer. My point being, again, that you just got to give them enough incentive. They're telling you right now that there's not enough incentive for them to get over the hurdle of not only sharing, but sharing a timeshare offer. And most people, I shouldn't say most, you know better about your market. It's just not enough to get over that hurdle. You've got to figure out what that is. Deborah's throwing out another idea about another resort at another time. Find something. Hi, Devin. I don't know what the letter G means, Devin. Okay, so I know we're at an hour and 45 minutes. Ron says, yes, all good ideas. Thank you. This needs more incentive to share. Thank you. You got that message. All right. And yes, it took me a long time to get there. All right. Ben says, draw us to Branson with other amenities or other activities. Devin says, go karting, or another activity. Ron says, appreciate the feedback. Ben says, Ben wants me to do another campaign. So, Ian, you haven't given me your link. I'm going to open this link, and we're going to look at this one. Silver Legacy. 5 top strategies for buying gold and silver. No, I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I just read it backwards. Enter to win 1 ounce silver round. This report reveals everything. Get your copy today. Download the free report. This is an old UpViral template, which is okay. All right, I'm going to ask you guys to vote. I'm going to ask you guys to vote. Now, let's suppose you're interested in investing. Tony says, are you doing the campaign reviews every Tuesday? Not here. Every 4 weeks is when we do that. Deborah says, what's a silver round? Is it a coin? I had the same question. It will eliminate people that don't know what that is, right? I would go, okay, I don't know what a silver round is. I'm out. It depends. The prize needs more emphasis, Bob says. Thank you, Bob. First comment, I think. So what you're doing is you're combining 2 things. At least I think. One is to get the top 5 strategies as a lead magnet. The second is that you're doing a contest to win a 1 ounce piece of silver. Give the cash value. I think it would be helpful if you listed, is that 5 cents or $50,000? So what is the ideal length for a campaign? Great question. I'm going to answer that later. Top 5 strategies for buying silver and gold is a free offer combined with a contest. Now, so you guys, I meant to ask you this question. So as it sits right now, does this give you enough information to sign up? That's the question in front of us. Does this get you to sign up? Come on, guys, quick, please. What's your answer? Deborah says no. Tony says no. Ben says 39 troy ounces of silver. Kamala says not so. Thank you for your answers. If you're a silver buyer, Paul says possibly. If you're an investor, now I'm an investor. I typically do stocks, but I need to know more about trading in gold and silver or investing. Devin says no. Steven says yes. Steve says no. Ben said, I need to swap the prize with the free offer. Not necessarily. It depends. If I was a sign-up junkie, maybe, Larry says. Thank you. Maybe a picture of the coin would help. Ian says, if you could describe in 1 sentence at the top how silver and gold are still relevant in investing. Now, there you go. Right? The assumption and what's happening here, I think, is that what you've seen is the old traditional UpViral template that just says like a lead magnet title at the top, and then it gives the thing, and there's no information. And this is the problem I had with the older templates. Often what you need is to have, as Tony just said, the reason why I should sign up, right? the pain point or the incentive? Why, other than the win the free ounce of silver round, which apparently is $39 or $32 or something. There needs to be more incentive to understand the offer. Deborah just said top 5 reasons you should buy silver today. Right now, it's a meh. It's a boring offer, and I still don't. Steven says, Michael, which is actually Ian, I literally just bought shares in a silver miner as you typed that. Isn't that funny? We still have to sell people. Remember, there are cold traffic people coming to your page. All of the people in this group that just said no, 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 maybe, and one person said yes, they are your cold offer traffic. You're getting a whole bunch of no's because you're not explaining why they should sign up. Deborah's hinted at posting, why I should sign up. Top 5 reasons you should buy silver now. This report reveals everything. Okay, give me more information. You can put the silver as the bigger offer, but that's it depends. This my standard answer is it depends. But it might be the right thing to make that as the big offer, and you could split test this, by the way, with UpViral. Make one page the big offer of win silver, the other one be top 5 strategies. There are people, Larry says, there are people who have no idea about buying gold and silver other than they like it for jewelry. Right. And if your intent is to find people who are investing, then identify those people. Clearly say what the idea is. If you're buying it to make jewelry, that's a totally different offer than buying it for an investment. And what you want to do is specify that on the page because you want to narrow down the people that will enter. Ben says the strategy guide explains all of that. Sorry, Ben. You're not telling me that. You are not giving me enough information. You have got to understand, and I'm being mean and cruel here, you have got to understand that people are hesitant to give up their email address because they are spammed constantly. You have to explain to them why this is giving up their email address and the phone is the best thing since sliced bread, and you're going to save them money or explain. But to simply say what you just said, the strategy guide explains all that, means that there's not enough information. You have got to tell people some of that to get them to sign up. People are not going to sign up. We just told you that. We did a quick survey. They're not going to sign up because they don't understand the offer. They don't understand what you're doing. You're not telling them enough information. Okay, have I beat that about the face and head enough? If you want, make the contest the big thing and say, I'm going to give you a bonus in your email when you sign up, and then say, well, that bonus is going to show you how to do blah, 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 but you're registered to win this big prize. And if it's $32, I'd make it a little bit bigger. The contests do work for $32 offers, but most of the time you do have to make it a little bit bigger. Now, you're not giving that to everybody, right? Not everybody gets a $32 thing. So make it a bigger offer, make it a bigger prize, and make 5 people winners or something. Larry says, I might give you a throwaway email for the ebook, but I may not even read it. Well, the vast majority of people aren't reading ebooks. Maybe bring the money to the forefront, Keith says. A bit more color. All kinds of different good ideas here. Kamala, what about investing silver is the future trend? Educate them why it's important to sign up for this. Yes, you guys are all right. This is why you're going to be loving me in the near future if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, because I'm going to have campaigns that are going to help you figure out more of this stuff, and you'll be able to bring it right into your campaign, into your account for a little bit of money. So much for let's see. Ian says, Stephen, this is interesting. So much information about money going into Bitcoin. So you need to differentiate for gold and silver. Deborah says, if you are targeting investors, the coin is not the attraction. The information in the report is. So you do have that conflict, but it doesn't hurt to offer some prizes to get them a little bit more excited about giving up their email address. And I suspect you're going to have to give them even more to get them to do the social sharing on the backside. Bob said, how little is a little? What did I say a little? Now I'm lost. I don't remember words 5 seconds after they pop out of my mouth. Deborah, Steven says the phone number is compulsory. If that's true, I ain't signing up. If I'm required to give you my phone number, it's even worse than if you're asking me to give up your email. I ain't doing it. I'm just telling you. Oh, spending. Oh, thank you, Ben. I said a little bit of money. I'm with you. Thank you, Ben, for that. All right. So we're now at 2 hours. Deborah says, you're right. I'm out because it feels like you're going to spam me and text me and call me. So, yeah. I am not giving up my phone number. Now, if you explain to me maybe that you're going to text me some valuable information, that's one thing. But I no longer want phone calls. Unsolicited phone calls I don't want. So if somebody asks me for my phone number and they don't tell me why, I am definitely not giving that up. I might be willing to listen or get a text message, which I can opt out of, but I am not giving up my phone number. All right, so we are at 2 hours. I started to say that. I think we need to wrap this up. Thank you all for your participation. I think I've covered everything, right? Ben says the phone number is to send a 4-minute video to watch. Still not going to get. You got to explain that to me on this opt-in page. The reason I'm asking your phone number is to send a 4-minute video. Why not just send it in the email? Why do you ask me for my phone number just to send me a video? Diego says, you rock, Mitch. Thank you. You're welcome. Larry says, I have throwaway phone numbers for this as well. Isn't that interesting? I have too much in my life to even come up with a throwaway number. Bob said, what about saying the winner be notified by text message? That is one way to give up that, but I'm still likely not to enter because you have to be careful about that. Ben says, because I get an alert when the video is opened. Ben, I can, if you give me a link, I can set it up such that I get alerts from people clicking links and watching videos. Text is one way of making it happen. Sven says, thank you. You're welcome. if we don't hit templates, there is going to, oh my gosh. Ah! Stephen, yikes. Thank you for the reminder. Stephen, thank you so much. And Lenny, if you're still here, I never even got to the freaking questions you asked me in the group today. Oh, let me go answer those. Yikes. I never even got to Stoyan's thing. God. You guys asked me too many good questions. Thank you very much. Stoyan, I'll have to do that on another day. Lenny's question about buyer's rewards campaigns. Mr. Beast is running a flash sale. Oh, wait. I'm stalling. I'm giving you grief, Stephen. I'm giving you grief. So if I go to UpViral, Stephen's question was, which templates do you prefer? So let's look at those. And so when we're in my Canva social sharing templates thing, and so the way to get to them, if you've already got landing pages built, is to do a split test. It's just that I'm holding off progress on my campaign. Well, if you didn't see this last week, Stephen, I'm going to show you something in my UpViral. So here's the key, the absolute key about UpViral. So this is one of my demos that I'm going to be offering as a campaign, complete campaign that you can buy from me for a little bit of money. What I want you to notice is that this, I'm going to do a preview, and this was the old UpViral. You guys maybe have seen this because I've shared this as a campaign that you could purchase. Long story. But this was the old Toronto template, right? So what I've done is I've taken that template and I've created it as one of the new UpViral campaigns. And I'm going to scroll past that ugly green stuff because that's part of the purchase part. And this is the new lead page. I've made it bright bold. This was the thing that I was talking about earlier about being able to put a background behind text so that you can cover up the image. And this is done in the new templates. Again, this section, and then there's a video, and then there's stuff down at the bottom. All right. Now, how did I build this template? I'm going to come back over here to my campaign, and I used this Venice template to build this. Okay, I used this template to build this. Did they look at all similar? I don't think so. The joy of these new templates is you can freaking build anything, right? This does not look like this. It just doesn't, but it's the same template. Okay, does that help you at all, Stephen? All right, so this is a preview. I'm going to close this. So there are 8 different templates in the new editor. These 3 are kind of sort of ebook things. The top 3 on this row on the right-hand side. Venice is a template that is about a conference. Okay. This one down here, Con, is a really interesting looking campaign. If I do preview, it's got different colors. It's got 2 columns that Wilco mentioned in the UpViral group yesterday. So then there's another section down here that has 2 columns that are on the opposite sides with the images and stuff. And you've got the pop-up to join the thing that we talked about before, the micro commitment kind of thing, etc. Havana happens to be one of my current favorites. It is built as a contest, and I see your question, Stephen. I'm going to answer it in a second. This is built as a contest, and it has a 1-column section up here at the top. Then it goes to 2 columns. Then it has a quote over here, and it has this. The part of the reason I like this, and they did this because I yelled at them about this, maybe this would help, is to talk about the pain points or the benefits. And this is actually instruction instead of just being default text. It's trying to help you get an idea of what you should put in this offer. And then they have another 2-column section. And this is to get you the idea that this, you can put a form on the page and you can do the pop-up. Okay. So this is one way of doing that campaign. It's a contest. So they are showing you alternate 2-column things, etc. So I'm going to close that preview. This one, if I preview this, is New Orleans, and it's got 2 columns. I kind of sort of like this one, but I've stopped kind of sort of using it because part of the problem is maybe I don't have OCD or something, but they're uneven, and you could fix the spacing on this. Ian's question, and I'm still going to get to your question, Stephen. Can I build the old headphone template in yellow in Havana? Absolutely. The reason, and this sort of an answer for Stephen as well, the reason I didn't do this, the yellow one in Havana, is because I didn't want to delete these 2-column sections because I wanted to do it in 1 column. Inside the editor, I would have to delete all of these things, okay? In order to build this, I would have to delete some stuff and just go with 1-column sections. Or I would delete. All right, so I can show. I was hoping to close this out, but I tend to go long-winded. You guys know that. Those of you who've been here a lot. Let me just finish going through this and I'll show you. All right, so I'm going to close that. And the last one, Sydney, has a very different look and feel. It's 2 columns, has an image on this side. It's very simple. And then there's a bottom section, and this is a 1-column section. This has the form, obviously, right? So Stephen's question earlier was, this crossed my mind. If they are builders, why pick a template? Sydney, Stephen. Larry says, no, Mitch, not true. It is true. Whatever it is I said. Can you make the Havana into a 1-column? I'm going to show you how to do that. Deborah said, oh, thank you. Mitch's templates save a ton of time. They also ensure you hit all the main points and don't miss anything important like terms and conditions and emails and stuff, right? So that's the benefit of coming in and being able to grab my entire campaign. Yes. So Tony's question. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this Havana. So Ian said, if you want to keep the yellow headphones but make it into a contest. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you here. So these templates are incredibly flexible. And so is the builder. So notice, right, if I roll over this, you see the blue outline here. That's a section. And maybe it's hard to see over this, but I mean, I can see it on my side. There's a blue line around this section. And if you want to delete a section, you roll over it and you do the trash can. Or if you want to edit the section, like I can edit this section and I can make it into a 2-column thing, right? So it's now 2 columns, just like the section below it is 2 columns. I can do that very easily. If I want to put it back to 1 column, that's okay. I can do that. So here's the thing about a 2-column section. If I do this 2-column section and I have to select or deselect that, this is a 2-column section, right? So if I come in here and do edit, it's marked as a 2-column section. But one thing to be aware of is if you click the 1 column, it makes it into a 1 column. So Ian, your question about keeping the yellow headphones, making it into a contest, this is part of the process. But what I wanted to finish there is that if you try to turn it back into a 2-column thing, then everything is still in a 1 column, and then you'd have to drag it back over here to make it into the way it looked before. So you have to be careful about clicking that 2-column to 1 column. If you just have to rebuild it, that's all. Alonzo said a container. Well, these call it a section if you want, or call it a container. I don't know what they want you to call it, but this defines the look and feel of these sections. So for example, I could make this, if I click the 1/3, 2/3, then the first column is a 1/3, and then this is 2/3 of the entire section or container, right? Or I could make it be 2/3 and 1/3. So you can change that as well. It's very flexible, is what I'm trying to show you, is that it's very flexible on how you want to do it. Going back to the original question, if they are builders, why pick a template? Well, the template's just a starting point, right? It is just a starting point. And you can, my point before about the blue versus the yellow was you can massage the kajibras out of it. Deborah's question or comment, be sure to check on how it will display on mobile because containers can cause issues with that. You do have to be conscious of the mobile view. Absolutely true. And I still advise that you can use this mobile view, but you're much better off doing a save and looking at it on your smartphone because it could be different. And your smartphone size may be different than everybody else's smartphone size. So just be aware that things do change. They do move around. A 2-column view becomes 1 column on a smartphone. You don't have any other choice about that. So even if you design it for the look and feel of a desktop or a laptop, it's going to look very different on a smartphone. Theoretically, you're okay. Everything should theoretically work on a smartphone. Now, even you can select some things. Like if I select this image, there is a way you can do hide on mobile for some of the individual items or objects. So if I click this hide on mobile, then nobody would see this on a mobile phone, if that's what you want. How do you add a section? Tony's question. So if I roll, again, I have to not have anything selected in order to see the section. So I have to click outside of all of the objects in a section, and then I can see it. And there's a plus over here, Tony, to be able to add a section. Once I do that, I start dragging things into it. I can change that. I'm currently, I have the image selected, so I click out of it. And then I can edit the section, and I could make it 2 columns or 3 columns or whatever. That's how you add a section. And that goes below the existing section. And oh, by the way, You cannot rearrange the sections. There is no drag option for the section. I can't take the entire section and move it somewhere. I cannot take this section and drag it down like some page builders will let you do. So just be careful of that and to put your sections in the place you want it. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't add another section down here and then move everything down, right? I could do that. Oops. I think you get the idea. I can move things around that way if I need to. Can you duplicate a section? No. I wish. I would love that. I think that needs to be a feature request. As of today, you cannot do that. It's one of my frustrations. There are lots of things that I would like to potentially see different. By the way, if you're in this, so I mentioned putting the color behind it. If you come over here and you can set a background color, that's how I did that on the yellow one. Bob says, I got to run. Yeah, I don't. 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Bless you for sticking around. All of you, 26 of you, sticking around this long. Thank you very much. And anybody watching the replay. Tony says, I hope they add the move feature of the sections and duplicate sections. Unless you tell them that. Mark tells me that they've gotten very few comments directly to the support line or problem reports in here. So if you want it, you got to tell them about it. Can you make the color opaque? I can make it completely transparent. Yes, I can do that. But that's the default, is transparent. I cannot change the opacity of the background color, if that's what you're asking. Steven says, good stuff. I'm glad I poked you in the eye. Yes, you're welcome. And I am sorry I did forget it, and thank you for poking me. There are lots of great things about this builder. It is very different than what we had before. It is not perfect, but it's not as hard to take a section. I mean, the hardest part is the duplicate. Frankly, that is the hardest part to me, is the duplicate for a section. I wish that was there, because if you want to put something in, you end up having to duplicate the individual pieces. So I can take this and I can duplicate it, and I can take this and I can duplicate it. And then if I want a new section, I have to deselect here and click the plus, and then I have to take one of them and drag it down here, and then I have to take this and drag it down. So it's not hard. It can be done. It just would be much nicer if there were a duplicate for an entire section. And I've done that on some of my new templates. So it's just the whole thing's better. There are some things that I wish were better. I do have a course coming on how to enhance the editor kind of stuff, which is not stuff that UpViral, I think, is going to give you. Steven says, Tony, you can replace the hex color in the section. So I can come in and do that, yes. Or I can do the picker and change the color here, but you just can't make it less transparent. And obviously, if I drag it over here, it's less obvious, but or more transparent. It is opaque. You cannot change the transparency except for all or nothing. So thank you for that. All right, before I sign off, has anybody got anything else? I know this has been a long morning, and yeah. There's a lot to learn here, but certainly plenty of opportunities with this template editor. Oh, and I don't know if I put it, thank you, Deborah, put in the request. Feature roles, I'm going to click that. I'm going to do open a new window so that I can put it over here. And this is the... Larry said no. What did I do? No. Oh, any other questions is what he's answering. Where is it, Deborah? See, this is sort of the problem, is where you gave me the link, but we didn't get the link for the actual little thing. Is it on here? Do you see it? Or I think that technically they have to approve it before it shows up here. Yeah, I think Deborah says I think they have to approve it before it will show up here. So we'll just have to come back later. Ian asks, can I combine the edit? Can I combine / edit the template I bought from you with these new templates? So Ian, I hadn't told you this, but my intent is to give you, once they create the new tool to let us share campaigns, which Wilco mentioned a couple of weeks ago, then I'm going to hand you completely new campaigns because, Ian, you bought them before. And so I'm waiting on them to turn on that function. So using the old templates that I gave you, or that you purchased from me, it's a little bit more of a challenge to accomplish right now. I'm just waiting on them to give me the capability to just hand you the frickin' campaign. So Deborah did share with us, but what would help, Deborah, is when it does get approved is to just put it in the UpViral group. And that way we'll see it there and we'll be able to upvote it. That's what I would do. All right, so let's wrap this up. I know there are potentially other questions, other things to talk about. We go all day. I tend to go all day. I do have my mastermind this afternoon, so I have to start getting ready for that. Thanks for tuning in. Let me turn off screen sharing and bring you guys over here where I can see myself. Deborah, thank you again so much for all the links. She's just posted in the replays. Ian says, I'm about to pull the trigger on launch. Do you know when Wilco will send those? No, that's the problem. They were supposed to be done weeks ago. The tool to be able to deliver that is high on the priority list. I have seen the prototype, but it's not ready yet. And so we're still waiting on that. Let me know, Ian. Let's have a conversation. Thank you, Deborah, for the links. Deborah's reminding me that the link is still open for 30-day UpViral trial for $1. And she's giving you the link for that. That's upviral.com/special-copilot. Steve, thanks for the questions. Real marathon. That's kind of like what your marketing is like, right? A marathon. Ben says, thank you, Mitch. You are great. I appreciate those kind words. I love helping people build their campaigns. So yes, thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys next week. I have no idea what the topic is. I haven't looked that far ahead. And we will see you again next Tuesday, same bat time, same bat channel, for a topic of some known. Sign up for the 30-day thing. We will see you again. Michael, yes, Tony, Ian. We will catch you next week on the UpViral Co-Pilot Show.